Welcome to Lesson 11, God's continuing work or providence. God is God and God is in control is a strong declaration of the Christian faith, especially in the face of the crisis that all people face in life. Now we live in a world of sin, and this brings about the theological problem of evil. How can a good God allow evil is a question that has been asked for thousands of years. Infamously, the autonomous and atheist Epicurus stated, "Is God willing to prevent evil, but not able? Well, then he is not omnipotent. Is he able, but not willing? Then he is malevolent." And this has been the fundamental question posed for some 2,500 years. However, it misses out the deep and abiding reality of the Christian faith, that both the deist and the pantheist miss. God is not a God out there, and God is not a God equal with the world. But in the Christian faith, God is a God who is ultimate and first, purely transcendent. Yet he is the same God who has tabernacled, pitched his tent with his people. God, therefore, in his being holds in tension the problem that is posed towards man. And in the cross ultimately answers what God does with evil. However, this brings us to the Christian doctrine of providence. God works, sustains, maintains, and is deeply connected and involved in his created works. So I will encourage you, as you dive into the study, to not fall into the fallacies of easy answers, but to contend with the difficult and profound declarations of Scripture. God is sovereign, yet God is working all things together for good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. To sum up, as James Leo Garrett states in his Systematic Theology, providence as God's foreseeing and directing all things to intended ends involves sustenance, God's nature, sovereignty, God in history, and theodicy, God in suffering. If we are not willing to wrestle deeply with all these things, we are not taking seriously this doctrine. And so let the grace of God lead you as you dive into the scriptures and wrestle with the notes in the textbook. May you learn to trust in the goodness of God and his grace upon sinners. May the Lord bless you in your studies ahead, and I'll see you in the next lecture.